During the year, as people inspire me and show their ministry to me in such a special way, or help me through something, or encourage me, I sit down and write a note, and I mail it. They don't need to receive it. I need to say it. I need to do it. And you know, at this time in our church, the giving time, there are 4 other ways besides giving your offerings and your money to the church that you can further God's ministry, build bridges to Jesus Christ. One of those is your time. There are 168 hours in every week. And couldn't you give 30 minutes or 1 hour to one of those ministries in our church to help bring someone closer to Christ? And then let's look at your talent. I don't sing. I sit out there in the congregation and make a joyful noise. But there are many people who have musical talents, who can cook for Family Promise, who can tutor a child at Baker Glover, who can go on a mission trip. Pick something that you can do and volunteer for that 1 hour a week in our church. So now you've got your tithes and offerings, you've got your talent, and you've got your time. Look at your energy level. Pick something that you can do physically. Your resources. Have you ever thought about what you personally have that other people may not have? I heard 2 men talking this week about a problem one was having, and he needed an instrument to make something happen. And the other guy said, I have a bandsaw. And I learned in that conversation, not everyone has a bandsaw. Maybe you have a pickup truck. Maybe you have flowers in your yard. There are all kinds of things that you can do to bring to your ministry and to give. I want to close with a story that I heard maybe 30, 40 years ago that made an impression on me. And here's the story. And it's supposed to be true. Some servicemen were in a European village and they were getting ready to pull out. And their commanding officer said, I would love for you to volunteer to go and clean out this church. This priest said the church had been bombed and it's in rubble and they're trying to get it so that they can worship on Sunday. So a group of men, army men from the United States, went to this church and all day worked. They carried out rubble, they swept, they raked. They took out wheelbarrow after bucket load and dumped it in the front yard so that people could come to worship in this church. One thing that happened while they were cleaning up the church that made a statement to me. They found this statue in the vestibule that had fallen over and part of it was broken. And it took 6 men to lift the statue and put it back on the pedestal. And when they did, they realized the hands were missing. And it was a statue of Christ with his hands stretched out, but they were missing. So one of the army men went to a priest and said, give me a piece of cardboard and some twine. And he made a sign. And this is what the sign said. And he put it around Christ's neck. We are the hands of Christ. I'm Nancy Perkins, and to me, generous giving means deeper living.